Now, in addition to the IDF's military responses against Hamas, Israel is also closing borders to the Gaza Strip and limiting the Gaza's fishing zone as a form of deterrence. But will this be enough? Or is there another war closing in fast? Joining us to discuss is head of the Palestinian Studies Forum at Tel Aviv University's Moshe Dayan Center, Colonel Michael Milshtein. Thank you so much for coming back today.
Oh, well, thank you.
Now, all right, so first, last night the border police officer was stabbed by a terrorist in the old city of Jerusalem while dozens of incendiary balloons made their way into Israel for the seventh day in a row, really. Is a war on the horizon?
Well, we should separate the answer for the two areas, Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And I want to concentrate on Gaza because during the last week, we witnessed dramatic escalation in Gaza. And I think that we should try to analyze what are the three reasons for this escalation. First of all, there is the traditional old reason, which is economy. The poor situation in Gaza, the unemployment, the poverty, the poor infrastructures. But if you compare the situation this time to the situation about a month or 2 months ago, there are no big differences and gaps. And this leads me to the two reasons, which are the main reasons for this escalation in Gaza. First of all, the assessment of Hamas, that this timing of escalation is great because Israel is focused on other issues like the northern border and the economy and the elections in Hamas. In about half a year, Hamas is going to have an elections. And this escalation is actually the way Yahya Sinwar, the head of Hamas in Gaza, is trying to improve his image and to strengthen his power inside the movement.
So then, you know, again, I feel it's important to note that these attacks are coinciding a lot with the normalization deal with the UAE, but you're saying that it's not really connected to that at all.
Not at all, not at all.
I see.
Actually, Gaza is isolated. There are no dramatic effects of what is happening in the West Bank and outside the West Bank in the Arab world on Gaza, and this is actually a direct conflict between us and Hamas.
All right, now we know that Egyptian mediators actually just left the Strip.
Right.
They are working between Hamas and Israel. But Hamas apparently told the Egyptian mediators that they're looking for a new understanding with Israel and that they won't stop. Right, and that they won't stop the violence until that happens.
Right.
What understanding are they looking for?
Actually, they elaborated some demands yesterday. They want about 100,000 workers to get out of Gaza and work in Israel. They want a fishing zone of 20 miles. It's an exaggeration, a big one. And right now I feel that...
So are they making these demands because they know they're not going to get it?
And maybe they're trying, to bargain with Israel. But right now the gaps are so deep and the dynamics of escalation is so rapid. So I assess that actually the process of escalation will be much more faster than the Egyptian involvement in Gaza.
So, when you say that we're going to have a war in the next few days or weeks,
right?
So exactly, what does that mean exactly?
A round of escalation. I assess 3 or 4 days of clashes, military one, including rockets, even toward the central areas in Israel. It could happen. It's very likely right now.
All right, Colonel, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.